Welcome to the portion about the ELA curriculum implementation plan and how things are scheduled and what you'll be responsible for the next year. So the first thing that you should be able to look through is there is a link here in the presentation. And this presentation right here, this link will blow up this piece right here for you, telling you what we are going to do in year 1, year 2, and years 3 through 6 for that 6-year implementation. So I have taken these 3 focus and put them into slides to be able to talk through what's in each piece. So for year 1, so that's what would be on this right here, is our whole focus is on 4 text sets. So the first one is called the Interactive Read Aloud, and this Interactive Read Aloud is also called a big book for kinder and first grade. So here it's where you're demonstrating and talking about the I do portion of your week, showing what it is that you're looking for in the skill. You're working and introducing the skill, but you're doing all of the work and all of the talking. And so because of that, it's the I do portion. The next portion is the shared read. The shared read is done in lessons 1 and 2, and it's where it's kind of this we do, that's why it's called shared, where kids have some things in front of them with the reading, and then you do as well. And you're doing things together to start to dabble in the skill of the comprehension portion. There's also the anchor text, and the anchor text is lessons 3 through 6, so it's up to 4 days of instruction, and this anchor text is where you are really diving into the skill, doing lots of readings and rereadings, and really doing and latching into that close reading routine. And then the last piece of text, which is on days or lessons 7 and 8, that piece of text is a short piece of text where you're able to do everything that you've done with the shared read and the anchor text, but now in a compacted version, to really see if kids can do that on their own and have hooked to those ideas. It's also an opportunity for them to compare texts that were done in the shared read, the anchor read, and the paired selection. And those components are built all together. That leaves you with lessons 9 and 10 to be able to have some flexibility in your 2-week sequence, and for grades K and 1 you'll have a 5-day or 5-lesson sequence to be able to put that together. There's also, here's a link to formative assessment. This goes into the map portion and what we believe about the formative assessment. And here we're hoping that you'll use the products that you've built from the 4 text sets in that formative way to look at those student products and see where kids are. In foundations, you'll be concentrating on the 95 core foundations piece, so that core phonics component. And if you're special ed or special classes, you'll be working with WonderWorks. In year 1, we will also give you an overview of deep writing, an overview of the digital components, an overview of skill-based instruction, and an overview of the assessment platform. The reason for that is because in year 2, that's where we'll be fleshing those pieces out. So here again is that link to the 6-year implementation plan, and I'm now in the green with year 2. So in year 2, we're going to work more about what should we do for the kids who aren't getting it with the pieces that have been adopted. How do we intensify any needs for schools with special needs? And then how do we dive deeper into those digital components, including the assessment platform? The additional implementation that we will be doing with that is new ELA standards, and the ELA DWSBA will also be rewritten for year 2, or in year 2. In years 3 through 6, We'll have deepening writing with the writing process. So it'll be extended writing pieces beginning in year 3, working on the ELA DWSBA implementation as well, and looking at writing and the implementation of that DWSBA. And we will start to do maintenance with professional learning and coaching cycles. And that is the 6-year implementation plan for years 3 through 6.